Hello friends. The now new topic of chapter 6 is autotrophic mode of nutrition. So auto means self and tropic means nutrition. That is self nutrition. In autotrophic nutrition, an organism synthesizes their own food from the simple inorganic substances like carbon dioxide and water present in the surrounding uh, with the help of sunlight and chlorophyll. As for example, all green plants, algae, and some kind of bacteria. Such organisms are called autotrophs. Why? Because they prepare their own food. Their food requirement is fulfilled by themselves. Autotrophs are the producers of the food. This food is utilized directly or indirectly by non-autotrophs. It means heterotrophs. So, this another topic is photosynthesis, the process by which we all we already know in we already studied also in lower standards that the process by which green plants make their own food like glucose from carbon dioxide and water by using sunlight uh, in the presence of chlorophyll is called the photosynthesis. This process is occurs in uh, mitochondria that we already studied in standard 9. The reaction is here: carbon dioxide plus water in presence of sunlight and with the help of chlorophyll, glucose, oxygen and water molecules are formed. These water molecules transpirated by the plants. In the photosynthesis, some events are also occurs. First one is absorption of light energy by chlorophyll. Chlorophyll absorbs sunlight to start this reaction. Conversion of light energy to chemical energy and splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. When oxygen and the water is splitting in hydrogen and oxygen, so we get oxygen. Oxygen is released in the atmosphere, but hydrogen is utilized to form hydrogen is utilized to form carbohydrates. And third one is reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates uh, by the use of hydrogen. Now, uh, in normal plants, photosynthesis processes occurs throughout the day, but in desert the scarcity of water is there. Then what do? In desert, due to dry weather, moisture is not much available for plants. Hence, these plants use some different method to make their food. The plant use different method other than whole photosynthesis process taken place, because water is not available in soil and in atmosphere also. They take up carbon dioxide and moisture in a low proportion at night and prepares an intermediate product which is acted upon by the energy absorbed by the chlorophyll during the daytime. In this way, they prepare their food uh, intermediate product occurs in night time, and finished product is prepared in daytime. Chlorophyll. Where is chlorophyll found? The chlorophyll is observed in some cell contains green dots called chloroplast, and cell organelle which contain chlorophyll. So they are found in the upper between the upper and lower layer of the leaf as per the diagram. So here the diagram number 6.1. So here is the diagram. Sometimes you have to draw this diagram. If question is if a question is answered. Now activity 6.1. So 6.1, it is also on the page number 96 of textbook, which is activity 6.1. Method is here. So in this this is an experiment. The name of the experiment is chlorophyll is necessary for photosynthesis. We have a money plant like plant. So take one potted plant like a money plant and put it in the dark place for 3 days so that all the starch gets used up. This process is called discharge the plant. Now keep the plant in the sunlight for 6 hours. It means for whole day. Pluck a leaf from the plant and this leaf, plucked leaf, is keep this plucked leaf in the boiled alcohol. Alcohol is boiled in water bath, not directly boiled. So to boil the alcohol, we use water bath and keep the leaf into it so that all the chlorophyll is released is removed, and the solution will be green and leaf is colorless. Now this colorless leaf, keep this colorless leaf in the solution of iodine. Here the first leaf which is plucked from the plant, second one colorless leaf from the boiled alcohol, and third one with iodine solution. So we observed that by putting the leaf in a boiled alcohol, chlorophyll is removed from the leaf and the solution become green due to chlorophyll. Solution means the alcohol. When colorless leaf is dipped in iodine solution, the some portion becomes blue black where chlorophyll present initially. Initially chlorophyll uh, in which the chlorophyll portion, the iodine gives blue black color at this area. The change of color indicates that the starch present at those area where chlorophyll was there. So what is conclusion? The chlorophyll is essential for the photosynthesis, and surplus glucose stored in the form of starch internal reserve energy. From glucose, it converted into starch and stored in the form of energy. It is called ATP. We have already learned in standard 9. Now, stomata. The stomata are the tiny pores present on the both the surface of the leaves. A massive amount of gaseous exchange takes place in the leaves through these pores for prepare purpose of photosynthesis. So, for photosynthesis process, the carbon dioxide and moisture is taken by these spores. Roots and stems are also respire and they also help in exchanging the gases for the respiration. They can do only respiration because they are uh, chlorophyll less. So they only do respiration, not photosynthesis. A large amount of water is also lost through the stomata. So the plant closes these pores when it does not need carbon dioxide. The opening and closing of the pore is a function of the guard cell. When guard cell are filled with water, the pores are open and the pores closes if the guard cell shrinks. If water is flown outside of the guard cell in the tissue cells, the guard cell shrinks and the pores remain closed. Now, activity number 6.2. It is an experiment. The experiment is carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. We have experiment in your textbook, activity 6.2. So you have to draw this figure for your experiment. Here we have two potted plants. Flowers is not necessary on the plant. We only need leaves. So two potted plant, uh, take potted plant and take them in the dark place for 3 days for discharge. And same process as we have done in activity 6.1 for both the plants. Pluck leaves from the plants, plant A and plant B. Plant A has a potassium hydroxide inside the bell jar, and plant B has no potassium hydroxide. Bell jar is closed uh, and airtight. So the air outside not enter not enter inside the jar. So method is according to activity 6.2. Now what is the observation? The observation after discolorization and iodine test on the leaf, we observed that the potted plant B showed normal photosynthesis. We observed after iodine test, we observed that the whole leaf turns into dark bluish black. But in plant A, there is a potassium hydroxide. The it absorbs carbon dioxide within the jar and no photosynthesis takes place, and so starch is not formed, so the leaf is colorless. Conclusion: carbon dioxide is necessary for photosynthesis. Okay students, now in homework you have to write and learn this whole lecture, in question of whole lectures, and textbook